and focus on social amenities, specifically water, because we are told that water supply has been restored to most parts of Tamale following a 2-week acute shortage that hit that part of the northern region and its environs. For the past 2 weeks, the shortage forced residents to resort to unwholesome sources of water. Commercial activities came to a halt as restaurants, hotels, washing bays and laundry services were forced to shut down due to the shortage. And we are told that now some amount of water supply has been restored, and we would be speaking to our correspondent who would join us shortly when we do get Zubaida Ismail is TV3's correspondent in the northern region. She's joined us on the line to give us an update of what we're hearing, that some water supply has been restored. Zubaida, good afternoon. Thank you very much for your time.
Good afternoon, Martin.
Can you confirm whether truly water supply has been restored to at least some parts of the communities in Tamale?
Yes, I can confirm that Saturday from first morning about 10 a.m. we had water supply restored back to most parts of Tamale. And then at least crossed some other areas where they confirmed that yes, they had water supply. But then it was cut around 8 p.m. this morning.
Zubaida, so your line is cranking up. If you can slightly reposition yourself and speak up as well. You were giving us confirmation that water supply has been restored. Were you also giving reasons that led to the cut in supply?
According to the Ghana Water Authority here in the northern region, Abbey, they had issues at Gallon. Gallon is where the northern region gets our water supply from. And according to the authority, they didn't specifically mention what the issues were. And he said they had issues at the water supply from. And that was that accounted for the almost 2 weeks water shortage. But as we speak, we have water flowing in our tap here in the northern.
How bad was the effect of the water shortage?
It was not bad because it affected lessons in schools. Schools were supposed to begin lessons at 8 a.m. but then to some of the schools last week, we could see that even at 9, 10, some teachers don't report to teach pupils. And even the people that are reported to didn't even meet pupils in the classroom. And also, fiscal management also complained because we had no water supply their guests. We also have washing days increasing their rate from 7 cities for a car to 10 cities. And then we introduced motorbikes to 5 cities to the water situation.
All right, thank you very much, Zubaida Ismail, for those updates from Tamale, where we are told that water supply has been restored to most communities around Tamale and its environs, because for some 2 weeks now there was shortage which affected businesses. Restaurants, hotels and car washing bays had to shut down because of the lack of supply of water. But as it stands now, since Saturday right up until now, they've had regular supply, and we would be speaking with the Ghana Water Company officials to find out whether this restoration of water supply is going to be sustained, or they are just temporary, or what we have now is just temporary. We're working the lines to get him on the line. But we're told that it is not only in the northern region that the water shortage hit, and also central and western region. Reports that came to the offices of TV3 indicated that central and western region were also badly hit by that water shortage. So let's go on to the phone lines now and speak to our correspondent in the central region, Spencer Boateng, to give us an update of how dire. Okay, I'm told that it is Thomas Khan. He has joined us from the central region. Thomas, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us. Can you hear me? Good. How bad is the situation with regard to the water shortage?
Well, for some time, the central region has been a major hit of water shortage. It's been very bad in the sense that you see people carrying gallons in search of water. And then some of us in the media fraternity, we've tried to ascertain the situation. You go to the Ghana Water, they blame it on EPG and say it's because of the power outages. And then according to EPG, they also have a main line that they supply Ghana Water with. So they don't see why they should be blamed for the water shortage.
How long has the shortage been?
Well, you speak to some residents, especially in Cape Coast. You know, others have water during the daytime, and then maybe later in the night they get. For some places, it's really has taken, and for about 2 months, it's been like that.
Okay, and when you spoke to the officials of the Ghana Water Company, what information did they give you with regard to timelines?
Exactly, it's been very hard getting to the water company here because we seem not to have somebody who speaks for the regional Ghana Water Company. So there is a communication gap here, and then it's been difficult getting, getting official statement from them.
Right.
So we only demand on some of the information from some workers of Ghana Water Company.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Thomas Khan, TV3's Central Regional Correspondent, and he has just given us an update of the situation in the Central Region. We are told that it actually extends further than just the Central Region. People in the Western region are also experiencing some water shortage, and we would be speaking to officials of the Ghana Water Company to find out what the problem might be and how fervently they are working to restore water supply to these communities. We are told water is life, and just when our correspondent in the northern region said they had to stay without clean supply of water for more than 2 weeks and had to share streams that animals drink from, and that has its own health implications. We've been joined on the line by Stanley Mata. He's the Public Relations Manager for the Ghana Water Company Limited. He's joined us on the line. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
Good afternoon.
I'm sure your outfit may have also heard of the shortage in parts of the central and western region. Do we know what is accounting for this shortage?
Yes, we have, and we take reports at the head office on a daily basis, so we are aware of whatever is going on throughout the country. Now, we are mainly the main challenge now is climatic change, which is affecting us in the dry season, the severe dry season that is currently ongoing. You admit to the fact that this year's Hamatan was very severe, and we still haven't experienced rains. So most of our rivers are dried up. The other challenge is the fact that we are not managing our water bodies very well. We are polluting them with dumping of refuse and other human activities affecting the river bodies that we have tried for production. And so we have had to face. Certainly, the Ghana Water Company Limited has put in some measures to salvage the situation. We are doing some geophysical studies in most parts of the country, and with all areas that we are experiencing this, so that we could explore the possibility of drilling boreholes and having an underground water. Then we can mechanize currently. The other one is to dredge the abstraction area for all our treatment plants, which is ongoing in most areas like Uniba, like in Sawam, and all that, so that when there are rains, we can impound more water and be able to produce for longer periods. And so that is what is ongoing now. And we are supplying some areas. The immediate solution now is to supply most areas via tankers and giving priority to the essential water providers. So that is the situation now. For us now, I think the most expedient thing for us to do is to try and get water for people to consume. But then the people living close to these river bodies should be mindful of the way they treat the water bodies in which we abstract water for production.
Are you able to foretell when there is a potential shortage?
Yes, we are able to. We try to salvage them, but under the current circumstance, there was nothing we could do. And so, for instance, we are dredging now, and assuming we had rains already, there wouldn't have been the need for us to dredge. But because the place is dried up, we are taking advantage to dredge. And because, especially in some area where most people are dumping refuse into the Densu, polluting it and silting it, people weeding around the area, around the waterways, so that in the event of rains, the topsoil is washed into the waterway, into the rivers and all that, thereby silting them.
Okay.
What we are doing now is to collaborate with NGOs, collaborate with the Water Resources Commission, so that we tree planting along the river bodies, and then we'll save the water bodies. The water bodies.
All right. My final question to you now would be that for those in the central region and the western region, what should they do in the interim, and what promises can you make them? Because water is life, and to stay away from clean water is quite dire.
Yes, we are doing all we can. We are supplying with tankers, but it's not sustainable. Too expensive and not sustainable. Besides, it can't serve the entire population. We don't have enough fleet to serve the entire population. So all we have to pray for heavy rains. But it's a lesson to all of us, so that we'll stop the pollution and of our river bodies,
water bodies. Okay.
And the way we manage them and all that. We all will have to take a new turn. We keep educating people, but people haven't seen the reality. But now they are seeing it. So I think it's a lesson to all of us, so that some of these things would cease.
We are grateful to you, Stanley Mate, for your time and the insight is given with regard to the water shortage. He's saying that a number of factors are accounting for it, but in the interim, they are sending tankers with water to some of these affected areas to at least augment supply while they try to sort out the current difficulties. Stanley Mate is Public Affairs Manager of the Ghana Water Company Limited. So would at least keep the pressure on them to ensure that they're able to live up to the mandate of supplying water to the affected communities.